Hey guys, what's up? Hope you had a fantastic football Sunday. So in this video, I'm going to review the recommendations that I made last week for the main slate of games. Plus, I'm going to go over the team that finished in first place in the tournament. So my recommendations at quarterback were CJ Stroud at 6,600, and he scored 18.3 points. Definitely a bit of a disappointment there. He's been on an absolute tear. We definitely were expecting to see that continue this week, and he had most of those points in the first half. It was looking really good, but the Texans really slowed down in the second half. The Cardinals made some great adjustments at halftime. My other QB recommendation was Brock Purdy at 6,100, and he scored 26.72 points. That was a fantastic recommendation. He was one of the highest scorers of the day, and for that value, it looks really good. At running back, we had Robinson Jr. scoring 20 points and Singletary scoring 19 points. Also, two huge hits right there. Great scoring for the price, so looking really good. At wide receiver, we had Tank Dell at 28 points and Brandon Ayuk at 26 points, continuing to hit massively there. Both of those guys were pretty cheap options, right in the middle range, and they were two of the top five scorers at a position. So we were looking great. At tight end, we had Musgrave. He was a big disappointment. He only had a couple catches. He ended up with 6.8 points. Thankfully, if you started him, he probably didn't hurt you too much since he only cost $3,900. As a bonus, I actually made a short early Sunday morning talking about the news that Devon Achane would be starting. Well, not starting, but at least playing on Sunday. And I made a huge recommendation to everyone to go ahead and start him. This is a huge mistake. He only played a couple snaps, got hurt. I put him in my lineup. He ended up costing me big because obviously everyone else I recommended was also in my lineup, but he was a $6,800 play, and he only got 1.5 points. So he actually costed me some money there. So yeah, overall, I think we did pretty well, but just two misses and it's really all it takes. So reviewing the guy who finished in first place, he actually started a one QB lineup, and this is something that you could definitely get away with if you know what you're doing. You have to definitely hit on a lot for it to work. But he had Purdy at QB. No surprise there. Brian Robinson Jr. and Singletary at running back, and still no surprise. All those guys were on our list. Brandon Ayuk was his WR1. Hit that one too. Then they had Rondell Moore, who did okay for him, a cheaper option. George Kittle at tight end, who got 22. Good start for sure. Then DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, and Tony Pollard, who all had pretty good games. Pollard scored his first touchdown in weeks this week, so that was a nice surprise for anybody who was starting him. But yeah, so if you skimp out on a second quarterback, that's definitely always something you can do, and it allows you to start a lot more high plays. Like he had Metcalf, Ridley, and Pollard with Kittle at tight end. All of those are on the more expensive end when it comes to salaries, but it's certainly worked out for him. He finished in first place. And his lineup was not that different than my recommendation, but with the big exception being Achane, of course. So anyways, I hope you guys did a little bit better than I did this week with your lineups, especially at your big money positions. That's something that I end up missing on quite a bit, unfortunately. I tend to start guys in my big money positions that don't do well, while I tend to start guys in my middle money positions that do great. So as evidenced by this week. So anyways, I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.